Hello, hello. Hi there. Welcome. If you guys know anyone else that wants to hear about how to stock a Paleo pantry, please invite your followers, tweet this over on Twitter or Facebook. Let's get some more people on here. Hey there. Thanks for the hearts already. Alright, we got some people on, so I'm going to dive in. Show you my face for a second. Hey guys, it's Coach Carly. So I did a scope the other day and asked if people wanted to get a peek inside my paleo-friendly pantry, and I got some good response from that, so I thought I would show you around today and let you know what I keep on hand and, you know, give you some ideas for what you want to have in your pantry so that you can make easy, quick, healthy meals. Welcome everyone. Thanks for joining. Alright, I will turn this around and give you a little sneak inside my pantry. Yay, thanks guys. Alright, so I'll start at the top here. This is sort of the whole big thing. I've got this beautiful pantry now. I just got in a new house. Look at all my cookbooks. I'm obsessed. Oh, thank you. Yeah, it's kind of raining today, and if you're from the Northwest, you know we don't actually use like umbrellas, so I wore a hat. So yeah, here's my obscene cookbook collection. Like every paleo cookbook known to man. Thanks, I love it too. It's like makes me so happy. Alright, so up at the top here I've got sort of like my fats and oils and flavorings. So, you know, I've got little bottles of balsamic vinegars and flavored extra virgin olive oils that I got in Bend. I really like these little bottles too. I actually have been sneaking them in my purse lately so I can dress my salads and stuff when I go out with something healthy. I've got some balsamic vinegar. I get a lot of my fats, like my oils and stuff, from Costco. They're pretty good quality and good prices. And if you guys see anything you like, don't forget to tap with some hearts and ask any questions you have as I go. So back in the back here, I've got extra light olive oil. Normally, you know, I like extra virgin for flavor, but the extra light's really great. I use that for making my homemade mayonnaise because it doesn't have much of a flavor, but it's still good healthy fats from that olive oil. So I get that big jug. It actually comes in a 2-pack at Costco. And I do have extra virgin olive oil from Costco as well. So that is a great one. My other big favorite is avocado oil. If you guys have never used it, it's very light tasting and just really great for like roasting veggies and stuff. Yeah, I know, I love that they have organic things, and you know, my sister and my mom actually went on a trip to Italy a few years ago and saw the olive oil orchards that Kirkland sources from, so it really is good Italian olive oil. Sunflower oil, is that what you're saying? Actually, I'm not a big fan of seed oils. They're pretty high in omega-6s, so I don't recommend using them that often. Sunflower oil is not the worst of them all. Definitely avoid canola oil and corn oil and things like that. So yeah, avocado oil is my other favorite. Apple cider vinegar does not need to be refrigerated. So you can see that right here, again, organic, unfiltered. So you can see sort of the stuff at the bottom here. That's good. That's the mother. That's sort of what ferments the vinegar. And that shows you're getting a really good, high quality, real apple cider vinegar. I've got some more flavored olive oils and stuff in the back there. Sesame oil, I just got a new thing of this today since I was almost out. I really use this not as like a cooking oil, but as a flavoring oil. So with fats and oils, you need to get things that are appropriate for what you're using them for. So like avocado is great. You can see it says high heat cooking. Sorry, it's kind of blurry. I don't know why it won't focus. It says high heat cooking oil up to 500 degrees. So this is good for like sauteing and roasting. I put this on vegetables when I roast it and stuff like that. Olive oil, on the other hand, tends to sort of get denatured when you heat it and you lose some of the benefits of the good healthy fats. So that's better as like a finishing oil rather than a cooking oil. And same goes for sesame oil. It's not really meant for high heat cooking. It doesn't have a high smoke point. So this I use as more of a flavoring. Really great for anything, you know, like an Asian flair. I love that sesame flavor. I use that in dressings a lot too. And then I've got some Red Boat fish sauce. So if you've never used fish sauce, I know it sounds kind of grody till it's like fermented fish juice, but it actually, what oil is best to use for high heat cooking? Avocado oil is really great. Coconut oil, which I do have. I have one by my pantry, or by my stove, but let's see if I can get this. I do get this at Costco as well. Organic coconut oil is really great for high heat cooking. I do have black pepper for sure. I've got all the spices. They're actually not even in my pantry. So, back to the fish sauce. I don't work at Nike, but I live nearby, and I love it. I'm actually going to the employee store today. Yay! Dangerous. So, Red Boat fish sauce, this adds a really great umami sort of flavor. If you're not familiar with that, umami means like, it's sort of like an earthy sort of flavor. You get it from like mushrooms. It's not virgin. Which fat are you talking about with the virgin? Get you some yoga pants. I know, gosh. Alright, I do have red palm oil back here, which I've used like once ever. That's a pretty good oil as well. I just don't use it much. Coconut oil, no, it doesn't have to be virgin. So, virgin coconut oil is usually, you'll see it, it's clear and liquid at room temperature. So it doesn't have to be virgin. Best olive oil, extra virgin olive oil. Make sure it's real pure olive oil, that there's nothing else added into it. Sometimes it has canola oil blended in. Organic's good. I actually just got my first bottle of Casandrinos, which if you know Diane Sanfilippo from Balance Bites, she praises them highly. And so I had a coupon and decided to grab a bottle. This is Greek olive oil, and it's cold extraction, organic, pure, and fresh. That's the other thing too. If you can see when your olive oil was bottled, and make sure it's fresh, because it does go bad. What do you do with the avocado oil? That's sort of my general all-purpose cooking oil. You know, if you're used to using like canola oil to cook and saute things, swap that out for avocado. I like that it's always liquid. I love coconut oil, but in the winter it's solid. And so it's sort of hard to like roast veggies in it because you can't rub it all over because it's solid. So avocado oil I really use for like roasting things. So I usually do a big pan of roasted veggies every week, and I will use that on it. Yeah, it has a high smoke point. It says 500 degrees on this label here. So you can do high heat cooking with avocado oil. Alright, and then last but not least up here I've got some coconut aminos. I talked about these the other day. They're a good substitute for soy sauce. It's made from coconut sap and sea salt. So if anything calls for soy sauce and you're avoiding soy, and especially the crummy soy sauce that has wheat in it, this is a much better alternative. It's a little sweeter, not quite as salty and briny, but pretty much replace it one for one. So I love coconut aminos. So next level down, man, my arm's gonna get tired. This is sort of the snack section. I do have my boyfriend's cereal and granola bars, because, you know, I'm not a dictator. He can eat what he wants. I try to keep it good and clean, but he likes his cereal. These are my snacks. Trader Joe's, yeah, Trader Joe's has some great things. They've actually started carrying some good coconut oil. Amazing cook. Thank you. I'm pretty good. I went to culinary school, so that helps me out, but really becoming a good cook is all about getting in the kitchen and just experimenting and learning as you go. So, some of my snacks I have, if you've never tried Jackson's Honest Potato Chips, they're really good. I can try to convince myself they're health food, because they're actually fried in coconut oil. And I have a bag back here. They have sweet potato ones as well, and I could eat this whole bag if I wanted to. They're super delicious, but they are like $5 a bag, so you know, it's gonna become an expensive habit if you eat these all the time. And I just want to remind you too, these are snacks, and not snacks I eat every day. These are treat snacks. You know, chips are still chips. Yes, they're fried in coconut oil, and it's better for you, but it's still, you know, high calorie. It's better to eat real whole foods than dropping these. These I haven't actually had a chance to try yet. Here in Portland, we've got a great store called Cultured Caveman. It's actually a food cart and a restaurant, and it's completely paleo, and the restaurant has a little, like, shopping section. And I found these plantain chips there. I love plantains. Brown rice. What about brown rice? Is it okay? Is that what you're wondering? I know, I'm sorry. I'm making myself hungry. So these plantain chips I'm really excited to try. There's a sea salt one and a cinnamon one, so a little sweeter. What's it called? The restaurant that I went to? Is that what you're wondering? What's what called? The restaurant. Cultured Caveman. So if you come to Portland, you have to go. The food's delicious. And they've got their own little, like, grocery thing. Paleo grocery, and you can buy cookbooks there and stuff, too. And the owners are the nicest people you'll ever meet. Do you eat cheese? I do not. I am intolerant to dairy. It makes me sad, but I can't. Yeah, they do have plantain chips at Trader Joe's. My one issue with the Trader Joe's plantain chips is I saw that they were cooked, I want to say in like canola oil or sunflower oil, which I'm not, like I said earlier, I'm not a big fan of. These ones are cooked in palm oil. Where are the ingredients? Oh, here. Plantains, non-hydrogenated palm oil, and sea salt. Palm oil is a bit of a healthier fat than sunflower oil. I do have some of the Inca brand plantain chips as well. These are the garlic ones. And again, these are fried in palm oil. And these ones have some flavorings and stuff. I just kind of picked them up to try something new. Okay, guys, these are my newest obsession. I love spicy food, yes. My newest obsession are these pork clouds. I'd heard about them and actually ordered them on Amazon. They're pork rinds, which normally I would stay far and away from. You know, the weird ones in the bags at the store. I don't know where they're coming from, but these ones are high quality. They're cooked in olive oil, salt, rosemary, sea salt. I can't have, hey Janet, I can't have starches at the moment. I'm doing a SIBO treatment diet, so I have to avoid starches. Yo, yo. So I've been really craving some like crunchy snacks, and these totally hit the spot. They're so good. Yeah, they're pork skins. And you know, you'd think like pork skins are going to be super bad for you, but 100 calories, 6 grams of fat, and like 11 grams of protein. What a great, healthy, high protein snack, and that fat is good. Yeah, basically it's like cracklings. If I had one open, I would open it for you, but they're great little pieces, really crunchy and snacky. I got these on Amazon.com, but you can buy them from the company online. It's Bacon's Air, H-E-I-R. Here you go. Here's the website. And I've only tried these rosemary ones. They're awesome. I don't drink beer. I'm really not a beer fan, and I just try to avoid gluten, but we have a lot of great ciders here in Portland that I love. My boyfriend loves the Portland beer. I just got these at Natural Grocers. Favorite ice cream. Favorite dairy-free ice cream is Steve's. If you've never heard of Steve's, they, yeah, beer. You know, there are some good quality beers out there, but I just don't drink it. I don't feel good drinking it. Yeah, so I just picked these up at Natural Grocers. They're unsweetened banana chips, and you can see it's just bananas and coconut oil. So I actually just broke into these to try them out. It's nice. They're not really sweet. They taste more starchy, so I'm kind of excited to have this snack that, like I said, I can't do starches right now. I can't do these plantain chips and stuff at the moment. I'm excited for these. Yeah, coconut oil is so good for you. Those medium chain triglycerides are really good for your brain health. Okay, over here I've got some sweet snacks. Again, these, you know, they're paleo friendly, but they're not something I'm eating every day or even every week. They're an occasional snack. I just got this Paleo Nola online from Thrive Market. And it's just, you know, like nuts and coconut and maple syrup. I don't know why my camera doesn't, there you go. I want to focus really. Flax seeds, raisins, coconut. So I'm excited to try that. I have not broken into it yet. This stuff I got at Hue Kitchen in New York. Actually, my mom picked it up for me when she was there this year. Did you see my scope on it, Janet? I had a coupon for 3 free month membership and $20 off my first order. So I was like, hey, I'll try Thrive. And, you know, I feel like they've got, yes. I feel like they've got good prices. You'd have to kind of decide for yourself if you are using it often enough for the savings to be worth the membership cost, because there is a membership cost. And for me, I'm just not sure if it will be worth it to continue with the membership, but I think if you have a family and you're buying these paleo foods pretty regularly, you're going to be saving a lot that way. So it could be really great, something worth looking into, and I think that their offerings are expanding. So Thrive Market if you guys are interested. Yeah, exactly. Okay, so someone asked if you can get these in New York. Yes, I got this at Hugh Kitchen in New York. If you've never heard of Hugh Kitchen, it's a paleo restaurant right in downtown Manhattan. I need to try fermenting. I just haven't yet. I really, you know, my friend gave me a SCOBY and unfortunately I was in the process of moving and I killed it. So I do want to try making kombucha and sauerkraut. Yeah, so Hugh Kitchen is right downtown in New York. This granola I tried a couple years ago the last time I was in New York, and I'm obsessed with it. It is so freaking good. I love that it's crunchy. So much paleo granola isn't really crunchy. I love this texture. It's really like granola or even cereal. And go to Kitchens for fermenting. Is that who should follow? And so my mom picked me up another bag when she was last in New York, and I'm actually going to New York next month, so I'm going to get some more. But I love this stuff. They do have a website, healingHomeFoods.com, but they do more, at least the last time I talked to them, did more of like wholesale ordering, so you might want to go in on that with some friends. I just bought these on Thrive Market to try, Cocoa Banana Crisps, so I can't say if they're any good, but they sounded interesting. They just have bananas, my phone does not want to focus, sesame seeds, coconut, and cacao. So no added sweeteners. These were from my Thrive Market order as well. Dang. Coconut chips. Who's tried these and eaten the whole bag in one sitting? Anyone? As I do, if I open it. These are really great. It's just coconut flakes, coconut sugar, and sea salt. Again, these are a treat. These are all sort of treats. This is the snack food level, and these aren't things I'm eating every single day. But it's nice to have some options. So dangs. Alright, and then these guys, if you've never tried paleo wraps, these are awesome if you are grain-free and want sort of like that sandwich wrap burrito experience. Organic is not way more expensive. It honestly isn't, especially if you're buying in season and local organic. You know, if you want to buy an organic bell pepper in the spring when it's not pepper season, you might pay $4 for a pepper. But right now I can go to my farmer's market and it's pepper season here and get organic peppers for $1 a piece. So, you know, buying in season is going to help you save with organic too. And then, you know, some things are more important to buy organic than others. Yeah, exactly. Make it more common. And, you know, ironically, I find that buying organic at health food stores is cheaper than buying organic at, like, Safeway or Fred Meyer because that's just what they stock there. Hey, Maria, thanks for hopping on. I'm showing people my paleo pantry. Okay, so these paleo wraps are a great option if you want sort of like a sandwich wrap that's grain-free. I've got the plain ones and then the turmeric ones, which are really great. I actually have only ever eaten the turmeric ones and just grabbed the plain one. Yeah, just grabbed the plain ones to try. But I love these turmeric wraps. That's why they're yellow. Turmeric's really great anti-inflammatory sort of thing. And the only ingredients in these, coconut meat, coconut water, coconut oil, and turmeric. So it's just coconut. So talk about a pure, clean, healthy wrap. The turmeric ones are really great, Maria. I would try them. Another option I use for a wrap alternative is nori sheets. So, you know, you use these for seaweed, but you can wrap up, you know, a tuna salad in one of these, and it's great. Just make sure you eat it right away, otherwise the seaweed gets soggy and it's hard to chew. So, there is that. Alright, next row down. Spices. Yeah, I'll show you a little peek. Maybe I'll do a spice thing sometime, but, like, I've got all the spices. Lots of spices. Yeah, nori sheets are great. Seaweed, sea vegetables are really good for you. So this is sort of like my pantry canned goods aisle. So I've got tomato sauce and diced tomatoes from Costco, organic again. Make sure you're getting BPA-free cans. So those are just good if I want to whip up something like chili, tomato sauce. I like to have those on hand. Turmeric, it's sort of earthy tasting. It's what's in curry powder that makes it yellow, if you're used to like a yellow curry powder. It doesn't have a super strong flavor. Yeah, I don't use a lot of canned stuff. Really just the tomatoes are really convenient for me. And And then I have a lot of canned seafood. So I've got canned tuna. I get this from Costco too. Wild Planet, sustainably pole and line caught, so I really like them. And just tuna and salt in the can. So I get Wild Planet albacore tuna. Make sure you're getting wild, sustainably caught tuna. Very important. Wild fish is more healthy. I also get wild salmon there. Yeah, I mean, I feel ya, and I'm not eating a ton of stuff out of cans. Low mercury. So, you know, the higher up in the food chain something is, the more mercury it's going to have, but mercury honestly isn't as much of an issue as people have made it out to be. If you go check out, Chris Kresser has a great article about mercury levels and whether or not it's something we need to be worried about. And that fish also contains selenium, which is sort of like a natural detoxification for mercury. So, you know, read up about it and see what you want to hear about it, but I'm not too worried about it. So I also get wild Alaskan pink salmon. They also have really good sockeye salmon at Costco, sorry. That's really great. So again, wild salmon, make sure there's nothing weird added to it. These are just such great convenient protein sources for me. Yeah, salmon, I'm in Portland, I'm in the Northwest. Salmon is like my jam. Pacific salmon, Alaskan salmon. Sorry, East Coasters, Atlantic salmon's not the same. And then I actually just got my first order from Vital Choice. Yeah, it's so good for you. Healthy fats, omega-3s. I just got my first order from Vital Choice. If you've heard about them from Diane Sanfilippo, they're a sponsor on her Balanced Bites podcast, which is how I heard about them, and they do really sustainable, awesome quality seafood. And so I got some of this pouched tuna, and so I haven't tried these yet, but yeah, yeah, I'm glad you agree. I know you're on the East Coast, Maria. So I got plain, and then this one's alder smoked. Ooh, I'm so excited to try that. That's gonna be so good, like on a salad like they have, or just as like a tuna salad with some homemade mayonnaise. So I got those. I also decided to get really adventurous and got some sardines. Let me see if I can open this. So I got their sardine sampler pack, and I only tried sardines once. They were okay. They do have a strong flavor, but I've heard these are the best sardines you can find. And so the sampler pack has one in olive oil, one in tomato sauce, one in that's spicy, and then one that's just in water, no salt, so really plain. So I have to figure out what I want to do with those. You know, sardines, they're just kind of a stronger fishy flavor. That doesn't mean they're bad. It just takes some getting used to. Alright, what else do I got? Coconut milk. This isn't my favorite brand, but I like that there's nothing added to it. So it's just coconut. There's no guar gum or anything, which I think is good. Some people have a reaction to that. I've got my favorite hot sauce in the world, Aardvark. If you've never had Aardvark sauce, you should try it. It's so good. Yeah, get me some hearts in here if you've tried Aardvark, if you're a hot sauce lover. I just like hot sauce that actually tastes like something. It's not just spice, and these have like, you know, different carrots and mustard and stuff in it. So it's delicious. I also have a bottle of Paleo Chef maple mustard dressing. So it's sort of like honey mustard, but it's made with maple. So good quality ingredients. It's really hard to find bottled dressing that doesn't have freaking canola oil in it. So I usually make my own, but this was on sale and I thought I'd try it, and it's actually delicious. Alright, I've got organic chicken stock again from Costco. You know, I think saving money and eating healthy, there's a balance there, and so, you know, sometimes I get things from Costco. I do have some organic white rice that I feed my boyfriend. It's a safe starch. I digest it pretty well too, actually. I'll have it on occasion. Good white rice. And then this is sort of my baking section we're heading into now. Who loves to bake? Let's see, I've got, so sweetener wise, I'll show you what I have for sweeteners. And remember, sugar is sugar. No sweeteners good for you, but some are better than others. I've got raw, unfiltered clover honey. So Raw is great. Of course, if you're just going to end up baking with your honey, raw isn't quite as important. I've been paleo about 3 years now, Dan. Yeah. I've got maple sugar. So this is great for swapping out in recipes that you don't want a liquid sweetener for. I love maple syrup. It's probably my favorite sweetener. I just love the flavor. It's ironic because I used to hate maple syrup as a kid, and I would drink like log cabin, have like log cabin fake syrup on my pancakes when my dad and my sister were using real maple syrup, and I would put log cabin on it, and now I'm just ashamed of myself because maple syrup is delicious. Was it tricky to convert to paleo? You know, it takes some getting used to. I think the biggest thing is a lot of people, my go-to natural sweetener is maple syrup. I think a lot of people are used to having a lot of carbs in their diet, and so when they switch to paleo, they inadvertently sort of get into a low-carb diet, which can work for some people, but I think can be quite a shock to your system if you're used to having a good amount of carbs from grains. So I think it's important if you're switching to paleo to make sure you're still getting good sources of healthy carbs. My sriracha's in my fridge. I definitely have sriracha. So make sure you're eating, you know, sweet potatoes, a couple servings of fruit, and, you know, maybe in regular potatoes, plantains, some starchy veggies like that when you first go paleo, just to make the transition easier, and then you can kind of tailor it once you're more used to it. But the main suggestion I can give you if you're going paleo is to just swap out what you normally put on your plate as grains, like pasta or rice, and just add extra vegetables to your plate. That's the easiest thing to do. What do I use this for? Baking. It's great for, like, I'll do like crumbles, you know, like fruit crumbles, and when I don't want like a honey or a maple syrup, like a liquid sweetener to make my crumble topping, I like using the maple sugar. I've used it in some pies and things like that too. So it's got a really great flavor, and it's actually almost sweeter, I find, than cane sugar, so you don't have to use as much of it. So I've got that. I also have coconut sugar, which has a nice caramely flavor. Can I personally eat beans? I don't. They are the magical fruit for a reason, and that's my reaction to them. Organic cane sugar can be fine. Again, guys, like, sugar is sugar, so no matter what, you want to limit your consumption of it. It's not something you should be eating a lot of, no matter what form you're eating it in. Organic cane sugar is definitely better than like a refined white sugar that you don't know exactly where that could be beet sugar, who knows, and it's bleached and all the good minerals are out of it. You know, like back here I do have some molasses, and it's organic molasses, so you know that's made from cane, sugar cane, but it's less refined and still has a lot of the good minerals in it. And it has a really unique, distinctive flavor that means you don't have to use a lot of it. So that can be good too if you want to make like a gingerbread and you want that flavor. Like, it's still sugar. I do have honey powder back here, which I haven't actually really used much of, but I found it and I thought it was cool. Alright, so that's my sugar situation. I've got vanilla extract, things like that, you know. Then I've got like baking powder, salt, cream of tartar, boring things. I do have organic shortening. This is palm shortening, non-hydrogenated. I don't use this a lot, but if you are dairy-free and want like a solid form of fat for your cooking, if you're making paleo scones or something, this is great. No more double-stuffed Oreo cookies. Yeah, I mean, if you want one as a rare treat every once in a while, I'm not the sort of person that's going to say no, not ever again. But it's not something you should eat often. Yeah, pantry goals. Thanks. I am an organization freak. I feel like there's another question in there I missed, so if you want to pop that up there again, I will answer it. So these are some of my flours. Yeah. So again, I mean, I don't bake with these a lot, but they're good grain-free flours. So I have tapioca starch and potato starch. Hello, Toronto. Jessie. Welcome. We're in my paleo pantry, giving you a little tour. Potato starch, I've got arrowroot starch, some shredded unsweetened coconut. I do have back here, I haven't used it yet, sweet potato flour that I found. Oh, yes, thank you. Sweet sea salt or Himalayan. I think both can be really good. Hello, Cleveland. Sea salt's great, Himalayan's great. They have great minerals in them that I'm a big fan of. This is what I use. Redmond real salt, and it comes in a, this is the kosher, so it's bigger grains. It has a fine salt too. You can see all those colors are all those different minerals in there that make it really good for you. You know, you're not just getting salt, you're getting a variety of different minerals. So I am a big fan of Redmond real salt, but Himalayan pink salt's great. Sea salt, natural sea salt's great too, like Celtic sea salt. Okay, I've got some autos. Was that Spironella from Now? This, no, Now, this is some cocoa butter. If that's what you're referring to. Oh, I see what you see. This back here. This is psyllium husk powder from Now, too. I don't know if that's what you've caught a peek of. That's just like a pure fiber. Yeah, Paleo makes me feel awesome. So, that's a pure fiber. I've used it in a few recipes. There's like this low-carb bread that I use it in, but not a lot of it. And so I have some Otto's cassava flour. If you've not used this before or heard of them, it's from the root also known as yucca. It's the same root that tapioca comes from. So tapioca is sort of like the white flour equivalent of cassava flour. It's just a refined starch. Yeah. And cassava is the whole ground root, so it has a little more fiber and nutrition to it. Still very high in carbs, but I've only experimented with it a few times, but it's supposed to be a really great replacement, like 1-for-1 for wheat flour. So something to look into. Hold on, let me take you to my fridge. I actually keep my other paleo flours in the fridge because they have high fats and I don't want them to spoil. So I have my coconut flour in the fridge, which I love. I've just been cooking with coconut flour a lot. I love that a little bit goes a long way, and the high fiber and the healthy fats in it. I also have my almond flour. I get this from Honeyville. They have a really high, like, fine grind one. Thank you. I find joy in being organized. So I have my almond flour in here too, and I don't use that a lot because almonds are kind of high in omega-6s, and I find that it can irritate my stomach. Yeah, exactly, and it's something, you know, you don't have to be perfect at it to get the benefits. I keep my coconut flour in the fridge. Yeah, I think when your flours have a high fat content, like nut flours, they can go rancid, and I recommend keeping them cold. Sugar cravings, Dan, again, that's why I'm saying it's important that you're getting a good source of healthy carbs in there. So, you know, when you first go paleo, don't worry so much about macronutrients and calories or anything like that. Just worry about eating the right kinds of foods. If you're dealing with sugar cravings, you probably just need to eat more and you need more carbs. So try bumping up like your sweet potatoes and things like that. Alright, so that's my baking section. I do have some cocoa powder, not the best quality, you know. Raw cacao powder is going to be better for you, but I don't bake with it that often, and in that case I'm not as worried. Got some extracts, some chocolate, you know, I've got Enjoy Life chocolate chips, which are soy-free, dairy-free chocolate chips. They're a little sweet for my taste, but they're good if you need to avoid. Most chocolate has soy in it. And then I use Ghirardelli. This is 100% unsweetened chocolate that I use too. No soy in that either. And some vanilla beans. Yummy. And different things like that. Let's see. Final row that I'll show you guys. I know this is getting long. Do you lose weight on a paleo diet? You can. Cocoa powder, honey, coconut oil, fudge. Oh yeah. Yeah. You can lose weight on paleo just because you're cutting out the processed stuff that, you know, weight has so much more to do than just the calories. It has to do with what the foods are made from and how your body reacts to it. And so many people get like inflamed systems, and that can make you keep weight on just because your body is struggling. So when you start feeding it real food, yeah, you can lose weight just because you're naturally, you know, cutting out some calories from eating real foods, but you're also getting rid of a lot of that inflammation that's in your body, and that's going to help you lose the weight too. Alright, so I've got some nut butter packets like these just for a really easy on-the-go snack. Mostly I ate less paleo and CrossFit. Yeah, and that sort of exercise too can be really helpful. I lost, well, I won't say I lost weight on paleo. My body composition really changed and I lost fat. You know, it's funny, I used to be like 2 pant size bigger than I am now, but I weighed the same. So it's not always weight, guys. And so that's important to remember too, not to focus so much on the scale, but focus on how your clothes are fitting and how you feel. Yeah. So, got some nut butter packets. These are really great, handy on-the-go snacks. This is sort of my jerky cubby. I've got Epic bars. If you've never tried Epic bars, again, a really great handy snack. Yeah, energy levels through the roof. When I went paleo, I mean, that's what convinced me, was my energy levels were so much better. My cravings were better, things like that. So Epic bars are a really great high protein snack to have on the diet. I'm not a big fan of bars in general, but these are basically like jerky. So like that's the bacon one. This one's beef, apple, bacon. They are epic, yeah. So I have a bunch of those. I have some of the Tonka bars. These are like the jerky sticks. Again, this is buffalo, grass-fed. So that's pretty cool. Yeah, I don't count calories. I really don't. I try to just eat a balanced diet, get protein, fat, veggies, carbs, you know, in every meal. This other brand I have is called Blaze Sticks. Again, grass-fed beef. That's another one. My mom grabbed me this when she went to Hawaii. Grass-fed Maui beef. Pretty cool. Organic. So, excuse me. Organic, yes, but I'm more concerned about, I like to buy my meat from local places and I want it to be pasture raised. So the beef that I buy at the farmer's market isn't actually certified organic, but certifications for small farms can be really expensive, so I'm more concerned about talking to the farmer and knowing how they raise their animals. So that's important. Like a pastured chicken, I'd rather have versus an organic, I don't know. Thanks, Jessie. Just the jerky bin. Yeah, you know, I buy things on sale. So, like, I bought a box of Epic bars because they were half off at Whole Foods. So I stocked up. Happy cows make for happy meat that makes us healthy. Yes. This is my treat thing. This is my chocolate hoard. Guys, I love chocolate. But you know, I don't sit down and eat a bar a day. I have like a square. Yeah, save up when you can. If something's on sale, stock up. Keep it in your freezer. If it's something you can have in your pantry, why not? Nomad Snack Company chocolate. This is dark. It's sweetened with maple sugar. No soy. That one's great. I've got Theo is sort of my go-to. They're from Seattle, which I'm originally from. And they don't use soy in their chocolate. Fair trade cocoa. So that's really awesome. I really try to avoid the soy lecithin. It's an emulsifier that's in a lot of chocolate. And they have, this 70% one's really good. They have a straight 85% dark that I love too. This was something my mom also brought me back from Hugh Kitchen in New York. This has quinoa in it, which I don't normally eat, but it's a treat food. They've got some different chocolate bars. And then if you guys haven't tried Eating Evolved, this is sort of like the paleo chocolate. They sweeten theirs with maple sugar. Yeah, so I'm on the SIBO diet right now, guys, and I can't have chocolate. And I thought I couldn't live without chocolate. Turns out I can, because I've gone 3 weeks without it. But I got these in my Thrive Market order, Barnana. They're just like dried banana chews. They're pretty good. And then these are emergency I need a cookie right now snacks. They are made with honey, almond flour, coconut flour, shredded coconut oil, sea salt, and vanilla. So, yeah. This is my boyfriend's Craisins. And I have some nut butters. Nikki's is really great. They make coconut butter. It's sweetened with honey. I've got honey pecan pie and the vanilla cake batter ones left. Those are really great. They're not super sweet, which is nice. Barney butter, almond butter. This stuff's really creamy and smooth. If you're used to having like really smooth, creamy peanut butter, it's a good alternative. And then some jams and stuff. Here's some extra spices. So yeah, I mean, that's sort of the majority, my tour. Did you guys have any questions? Thanks for those of you who like hung in and watched this whole thing. I keep a well-stocked pantry, but it's a lifesaver. Do these things last? You know, canned goods last a long time. Most things that are packaged like this last about a year. It really depends. You know, keep an eye on it, but like, I don't know. Like Epic bars, they're good for like almost another year. So yeah, I mean, definitely look before you stock up on something. Make sure that you can eat it all within the time before it expires. I do not count calories. I count nutrition. So, you know, I am just making sure I have a really good balance. Getting in several good sized servings of veggies every day, some fruit, good quality meat, healthy fats. And when you start eating like that, yeah, I do. I don't really throw it out. When I start eating like that, you learn to listen to your body and your hunger cues because they're more accurate. Face again. Do you guys have any questions before I sign off from this little tour? You can see my supplements up there. I taking things for my SIBO diet. Awesome. Well, it looks like you guys are good. Do something on essential oils. I honestly don't know much about essential oils. I hear they're great and they can be really useful, but I don't have any experience with them, so I can't really help you out with that. Sorry. You're welcome. Thank you for hopping on. And maybe next time I'll do a tour of my freezer or fridge. You can see all my meat. This is getting long, so I'll cut it off. Alright guys, make sure to share this, catch the replay, show it to anyone who's, you know, trying out paleo. Supplements, you know, supplements I think are really depending on your personal needs. Like right now I'm taking supplements for my adrenals. You're welcome, Jessie. Thanks for signing on. And for my SIBO diet, but I take vitamin D because, you know, I'm in the Northwest. We have lots of cloudy days. Vitamin D is important. Make sure you eat your vegetables with fat. There's plenty of fat-soluble vitamins in your vegetables, and if you're eating them steamed and plain, you're not reaping the benefits of all those. So make sure to eat your vegetables with fat, and that will help you get your nutrients absorbed from them. That is my little tip to finish this off today. Alright guys, thanks for watching. Share this up. Be sure to follow me for more kitchen tips, healthy living tips, recipes, etc. Have a great Thursday. Bye!